Last lesson, I explained how the exterior angle rule worked, and this lesson I'd like to show you how to apply it. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to draw a triangle with three exterior angles. So you start with one line segment, and then starting partway along, you draw your second line segment, and then you draw your third line segment from halfway along that line and make sure you go through your original end of your line. So as you can see, a triangle with three external angles is quite an interesting pattern. And when you get an interesting pattern, certainly quite a lot of maths rules can apply to this. So let's look at a maths problem where you're given 68 degrees up on the apex of this triangle and 30 degrees down at the base. So you might have this called A, B and C for the vertices, and you're asked to prove that the sum of the exterior angles is 360. So there's one exterior angle here. Let's call it X. Another exterior angle over here, let's call it Y. And a third exterior angle over here, let's call it Z. So we've got those three exterior angles. So I'll just put a little dashed line around them so you can clearly see where they are. So what we're required to prove, we can use R required to prove that X plus Y plus Z is going to equal 360. So that's what we're required to prove. So now we're going to apply our exterior angle rule. So it's the sum of the two opposite pairs of interior angles equals the exterior angle. So 68 plus 30 will be 98. So it's 68 plus 30 is 98 degrees. And so that's the first exterior angle. Now, there's lots of ways we can solve this. For example, you could work out what Y is because it's on a straight angle. They would have to add up to 180. So that would be 150. So you can certainly solve it using the straight angle rule, and you can work out the other interior angle here because 98 and this angle here must also equal 180. So that would be 82. So that's 82 degrees. And Z here would be the sum of 82 and 30. So if you add 82 and 30, you get 112. So now we have our three exterior angles, 98, 112, and 150. And if you add those together, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry the 1, 1, 2, 3 is 360. So that which I was required to prove is now proven. So the Latin of that is QED. And it's a Latin and actually means quod erat demonstratum, which means I have now demonstrated what I was required to prove.